This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. An alleged rapist remains on the loose tonight. Police are investigating the sexual assault of a student that happened Friday night on Parma Street near Riverview High School. As ABC7's Rick Adams tells us, the incident occurred around the time of the football game.
Neighbors say this is the area where the alleged sexual assault took place. Authorities are still trying to figure out who did this as a search for a suspect continues. Around the time all this football action was going on Friday night at Riverview High School, on Parma Street near the high school, a female student was going through a nightmare. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says a man entered a parked car and sexually assaulted the female. People who live in this typically quiet neighborhood were surprised this happened here.
It's extremely shocking and scary. I'm glad I have my dogs.
For Amy Martin and other neighbors, they say they didn't hear anything outside Friday night. 21-year-old Magali Villalobos lives very close to where the alleged attack happened. It's something that has put her and the entire neighborhood on edge.
You live here, you never think something like that would happen, especially outside of your home. You know, you never know what can happen outside, especially having little sisters, you know, play outside. You always want what's best, and something like that's scary.
The suspect is described as a white male with a medium build, around 30 to 40 years old. He has long dark brown hair, a mustache and a goatee, and a mole on his face. Villalobos says at night it's pitch black on her street, making it very challenging to spot anything suspicious.
There's no lights, you know, nobody will see anything. It's too dark here, the lights. Maybe if there was lights, something like that wouldn't have happened.
In a text message to her friends, the victim says she was disappointed with the way everything was handled following the attack and how long it took for word to get out, especially with the suspect still at large. Here's a small part of a robocall to parents that was activated just recently by the Sarasota County School District following the incident.
The safety of our students is our highest priority. We are working with the Sheriff's Office to cooperate with their ongoing investigation and to ensure additional vigilance near the Riverview campus.
And since this is an ongoing investigation, the Sheriff's Office as well as the school district would not comment. If you know anything at all about this alleged sexual assault, you're being asked to contact authorities immediately. Reporting from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
So much, Rick. New details tonight about the woman accused of killing her elderly neighbor. The Bradenton Police Department says 55-year-old Misty Whiteley is charged with second-degree murder. She's accused of killing her neighbor, 82-year-old Zelma Huddleston. Police say they found Huddleston inside her home on 3rd Avenue West yesterday morning, covered in blood and a knife about 10 feet away from her body. Police say they were notified about the death of Huddleston's daughter. The paramedic who first arrived at the house told police that the victim's hair and face were covered with blood. The paramedic also says he heard Huddleston's neighbor, Misty Whiteley, saying that she had a fight with the victim. When officers arrived, they say they noticed that Whiteley had blood on her hands and on her pants. The medical examiner has determined that the victim died as a result of a homicidal violence. And the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office arresting a man earlier today for aggravated child abuse after he turned himself in to detectives. On October 3rd, detectives were called to Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital in St. Petersburg to investigate suspicious circumstances for a 2-month-old with a fractured femur. When detectives arrived, they spoke with Zachary Wiersba, who said he was caring for the child during the time of the injury. Wiersba initially took the infant to Sarasota Memorial Hospital and gave his account of what happened. However, doctors discovered that the injuries were inconsistent with his statements. The University of Florida is preparing for potential protests tomorrow in response to a speech by white nationalist Richard Spencer. Florida Governor Rick Scott has declared a state of emergency and activated the National Guard. If you take a look at this video, there is heavy police presence at the school already today. Now, we will be bringing you the very latest live in Gainesville throughout the day tomorrow. Now to a big opportunity for college-bound students in Florida. The open enrollment period for Florida's prepaid college tuition program begins this week. Prices on most plans are up slightly from last year. There are several options available, including 2- and 4-year plans to cover state colleges or hybrid plans for 2 years at a state college and 2 more at a university. The cost of the most expensive plan, which is a 4-year university plan, remains unchanged at $187 a month.
When they know that you're saving for their college, it absolutely raises the bar on the expectation that you have for them. It sends the message that you value their education enough that you are expecting them to go to college and that you believe that they're going to get there.
Open enrollment runs through February 28th. Well, 7 Manatee District schools were designated as schools of excellence today by the Florida State Board of Education. To become a school of excellence, a school must receive a grade of A or B in each of the most recent 3 school years and must also rank in the 80th percentile or higher for their school type. The 7 schools awarded are Anna Maria Elementary, Gullett, McNeil, Willis, Witt, Nolan Middle, and Lakewood Ranch High School. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at your first alert forecast. Bob?
And things are looking good for school drop-off tomorrow. No problems weather-wise. In fact, quite comfortable with an east wind. The humidity is a little bit lower this evening. And you can see a few showers along the east coast and the old frontal boundary down to our south. A few showers in the Florida Straits all the way down into Cuba, but nothing going on here of significance. And it looks like it'll stay that way too overnight. We're looking for generally fair skies with low temperatures slightly above average, but with that east wind, it'll keep it a little bit cooler. At least it feels that way anyway. And as far as temperatures go right now, low to mid 70s, 75 in Venice, 75 in Englewood. The Gulf water temperature now 82 degrees. Temperatures are expected to drop down into the low 70s for overnight lows. Could see some patchy fog inland. Currently at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, we have clear skies and 74. The dew point temperature is quite comfortable, 65 degrees right now. The humidity at 73%. We have a northeast wind at 8, and the pressure continues to rise now at 30-10, and that is high pressure, and it will stay with us as well. The dry air is in place now. This is in the upper levels of the atmosphere on the water vapor imagery. You can see all that kind of streaming in our direction. So no real threat of any significant rainfall overnight or tomorrow for that matter. There will be some showers and storms out ahead of a cold front, a stronger one headed our way. We'll have the details when that front is expected to arrive coming up in just a few minutes. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you so much, Bob. We'll check back in with you shortly. The Able Trust hosted a public grant presentation today for the Haven in Sarasota. The presentation highlighted the community support that the Able Trust is providing to the Haven and a grant for over $230,000. Now, this grant will go toward the Haven's Career Without Limits program, helping people with disabilities and post-secondary institutions find a career path and employment.
It's one-on-one and everyone is different. It's not like, oh, put this group together and that group together. It's real personal, and they did great because they helped me find a job that people love me.
The Able Trust works with community organizations throughout the state of Florida to put thousands of people with disabilities back to work. Well, SeaWorld is cutting more than 300 positions as the company's parks deal with declining attendance. A spokeswoman for SeaWorld says that the cuts will include a mix of layoffs and not refilling open positions across the company. The cuts will primarily affect its Orlando corporate headquarters, as well as the parks in Orlando and San Diego. The spokeswoman says SeaWorld is still committed to animal rescue and rehabilitation. Park attendance has suffered since the 2013 documentary Blackfish that suggested SeaWorld's treatment of animals may have led to the deaths of trainers. SeaWorld announced last year that it would no longer breed killer whales and stopped using them in their shows. Our Suncoast Senator Greg Steube is sharing insight on committee meetings preparing for the 2018 legislative session. Last week in Tallahassee, Steube gave updates on bills that he sponsors. Now, one of those bills is human trafficking education in schools. Additions to this bill include information on the dangers and signs of human trafficking to the instructional requirements for middle and high school students. The bill unanimously passed the Children, Families, and Elder Affairs Committee and has 3 remaining committee stops before it can go before the Senate. Another bill regarding fireworks eliminates the mandate that a permit is needed for the sale and use of fireworks. Now, this bill also adds that no one under the age of 18 may purchase fireworks. The bill has 2 more stops before it can go before the Senate. A decades-long ban on oil drilling in the Gulf of Mexico used by the military for air and sea training could remain in place. State Senator Doug Broxson filed a resolution today asking Congress to maintain that agreement, which is in place from east of the military mission line to Key West. The ban is set to expire in 2022. The Gulf of Mexico Range Complex has been used since the end of World War II to test surface-to-air rockets and future weapons systems. That resolution is filed for the 2018 legislative session. Well, straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, some of the biggest names in the music industry come together to support hurricane and earthquake victims. And a shooting rampage that started in Maryland has left at least 3 dead across 2 state lines.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins. The wait is finally over. The Fort Hamer Bridge is finally open in Manatee County. We'll tell you how the new route is helping cut down on traffic tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
That's going to be a welcome occurrence for a lot of people. We have a cold front approaching the area, going to bring us some big changes in the forecast. We'll talk about it.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Bob, that breeze was pretty refreshing this afternoon into the early evening.
And this morning, too. It was nice out there. I know my daughter said, yeah, it's getting kind of cool, Dad. Yeah, it is. And that's one of the benefits. You know, we have gone through a long, hot summer, and now we're looking at that easterly wind, which keeps our humidity values down somewhat. It makes it feel comfortable out there. Happy birthday, by the way, Jackie. And we have Jacqueline. Dwayne. Dwayne's always calling you Jacqueline. And we also have a birthday to announce, who always announces a bunch of birthdays all across the Suncoast. This is Vin Mannix. He is a writer, columnist, and he has been for both papers, and he always kind of keeps an eye on all the birthdays, and he's got a birthday today. So I wanted to wish a happy birthday to him. Yes, that's the Shake Pit sign, by the way. It's a famous sign.
I know exactly what that is.
Good. I got my name in there. You can go look at it. It's on the ceiling there. Anyway,
put it
viewer
on my
photos.
list.
There you go. Art Conforti getting this nice shot out over the Gulf. That beautiful sunset this evening. And Northport, Ron Peary getting this one. You see those crepuscular rays coming up over the sky there as a result of some clouds off in the distance as the sun was setting. So a beautiful shot. Van Wezel webcam showing the bay. Pretty nice out there today, despite the fact we had small craft advisories in effect and flying, but that was basically for offshore. That east wind, usually things are calmer in the bay at that point and along the area beaches. And Titan radar review showing some showers down to our south right now and along the east coast. And you can see that activity not all that strong. It's kind of funneling around an area of high pressure, which is located now over the southeastern states. This high pressure ridge will provide that east to northeasterly wind flow, which will bring in that nice cooler reading, at least drier air, settle in for us here along the Sun Coast for the upcoming days, for that matter. And the live sweep of the radar not showing any rainfall around. We'll see a little bit more sunshine tomorrow, too, it looks like. We had a few clouds as a result of the residual front, that cold front that moved on through, kind of fading away now. But bigger amounts of rainfall on the East Coast, nearing 4 inches there in the past 24 hours. A few showers along the southeast coast of Florida. Currently it's 74 degrees. We have clear skies at the Sarasota-Braden Airport. Winds are out of the northeast, and the pressure continues to rise now at 30-10. The high today was above average at 88 degrees, and our normal high at 85, so well above average. And this morning's low was 70. That too running high. Our record low 44 degrees set back in 1977. And no rainfall to report today, and so far for the month, only 31/100ths of an inch. Now, the rainfall forecast is looking pretty good for us, not much around at all throughout Thursday. Friday, we'll see a slight chance for a few passing showers late in the afternoon and evening, but not a lot of significant rainfall due to the fact that the dry air will be in place, and stronger east wind will push those showers that do develop, if any at all, off into the Gulf fairly quickly. So football Friday night looks to be okay once again, third week in a row, which is something they haven't seen all season long, with good weather on Fridays for that consecutive period. Now we're looking at partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies tomorrow. High temperatures will still be above average. We could even see temperatures approaching 90 degrees in the inland areas later on into the day. Now, as far as the wind flow goes, it will stay breezy overnight, anywhere from 10 to 15, and tomorrow out of the east-northeast, and that keeps things, again, very mild as far as humidity goes, and that's going to be really nice again tomorrow. Although temperatures will still be above average, you won't feel too bad. As far as the tropics go, all is quiet right now. We're not looking at anything going on in the Caribbean or the Atlantic or the Gulf of Mexico. However, there's a cold front that's expected to arrive early next week, and that front's going to get down in the western portion of the Caribbean, and there's a chance, some models are indicating something may develop here by the latter half of next week. So we'll keep an eye on it for you. Out west, the good news is that more moisture is starting to pile up in the Pacific and move on shore toward California. They are going to see some breaks as far as the rainfall goes, but still that high fire danger exists. Quiet weather over the eastern third of the nation as a result of a large area of high pressure, which continues to dominate. Temperatures are fall-like across much of the northern plain states, in the 40s and 50s there. 59 in Cleveland now, Detroit at 56. 10 degrees warmer in Dallas, and much warmer here in Sarasota at 74. Here's the boating forecast. A small craft advisory will stay with us through the morning. A moderate chop out there. Water temperature at 82 degrees. The UV index at a 9 tomorrow, so fairly high. And tides upcoming. Low tide will be at 7:37, and sunrise will be at 7:33. Tonight, mostly fair, mild, and breezy. 71 for a low, and then tomorrow, nice warm day, 88 degrees. And northeast winds continuing 10 to 15. They extend the forecast. Beautiful weather through Saturday. Increasing clouds in advance of that front on Sunday afternoon and evening. Monday and Tuesday, pretty good chances for showers and a few thunderstorms. We'll have to look out for the possibility of those being strong, too, as that cold front moves on through cooler on Wednesday. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you, Bob. Sounds like a great weekend shaping up. Some of the biggest names in the music industry came together last night in support of hurricane and earthquake victims. The benefit concert was aimed at providing aid to communities devastated by Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria, as well as victims of the massive earthquake in Mexico. The concert featured a long list of artists, including Jay-Z, Stevie Wonder, Jennifer Lopez, and Fifth Harmony. Proceeds from ticket sales will go to relief and recovery organizations. A gunman considered armed and dangerous is in police custody tonight following a shooting rampage that left at least 3 dead across 2 states. Law enforcement say he targeted his victims. The killer was caught in Newark, Delaware after a short foot chase with federal agents acting off of a tip. ABC's Janae Norman has the latest from Edgewood, Maryland.
A multi-state search for a gunman at large ended late Wednesday night. Local law enforcement, along with federal agents, apprehending the fugitive in Harford County, Delaware.
He actually took off running threw the gun, and they were able to apprehend him about 75 feet later and recover the gun where he threw him.
It was a workplace shooting that could only be described as horrific. Early Wednesday morning, Rade L. Prince entered Advanced Granite Solutions, where he'd worked for the past 4 months as a machine operator, allegedly gathered his coworkers together and began firing.
We have multiple witnesses saying there's a shooter at Granite Place.
Police and first responders swarming the scene, telling people outside to take cover, and inside discovering multiple victims, 3 fatally shot, 2 others in critical condition.
Have a 40-ish-year-old male with a gunshot to the head. He's awake in his pond.
37-year-old Prince fled the scene.
We consider him armed and dangerous.
Law enforcement believe he then drove to Wilmington, Delaware, where he's suspected in a second shooting.
We're getting reports of one patient shot multiple times.
Prince, apparently a man with a troubled past. Earlier this year, a restraining order was sought against him, according to court records, after he allegedly punched an employee at a previous job. His boss felt threatened when Prince allegedly returned after being fired multiple times. Prince considered so dangerous that billboards were placed up and down I-95 asking the public to help track him down. Police saying it was ultimately a tip that led to his arrest. Janae Norman, ABC News, Edgewood, Maryland.
Well, just a reminder, you can stay up to date on the latest news and see alerts in traffic as well as breaking news instantly with the ABC7 News app. If you're an iPhone or iPad user and currently have our news app, you'll want to make sure and go download the new version in the App Store. You can type in WWSB or My Suncoast. It's free and provides the most comprehensive news for our area. If you're an Android user, you don't have to worry. You'll get that new version downloaded automatically. Well, sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
We're coming to you tonight from the Brooklyn Academy of Music.
This is my underwear, my socks, my T-shirts, and even my thong.
Wow, what a beautiful gift that is.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Medicare's annual election period has begun. If you already have Medicare, new benefits may now be available with no copays, no deductibles, or $0 premiums. Call now to speak to a licensed insurance agent who can help guide you step by step through a free analysis of the benefits available to you. And you may be eligible for plans that even include additional coverage for dental, vision, and prescription drugs. MedicareAdvantage.com searches thousands of insurance plans from leading insurance companies. We'll help you find plans that may cost you less, cover more benefits, and give you more choices, like home delivery of your prescriptions, gym memberships, and even over-the-counter allowances for everyday needs, like antacid, allergy medicine, vitamins, and even toothpaste. Don't miss the deadline to enroll. It's time to get more out of Medicare.
Call 800-314-8605. That's 800-314-8605. 800-314-8605. Call now.
Did you know that Sarasota County was the first in Florida to be recognized as an age-friendly community? Whether you're 22 or 82, we strive to be the best place to live, work, and play. A community rich with opportunities and things to do for people of all ages. On Saturday, October 28th, we're advancing this movement with a free community event featuring live entertainment and hands-on experiences. You won't want to miss our entire community coming together for an age-friendly festival presented by the Patterson Foundation.
Now, sports.
Football fans can start celebrating because it is finally official. The Super Bowl 55 party will be held on the streets of Tampa Bay. NFL owners granted final approval today for Super Bowl 55 to be held at Raymond James Stadium in 2021. NFL owners voted and the game was awarded to Tampa Bay back in May, pending certain specifications being met. The Super Bowl Advisory Committee reviewed the bid and agreed that their demands had been satisfied today at the owners' meeting in New York. And the Buccaneers still don't know whether or not quarterback Jameis Winston will be able to play this Sunday. Winston suffered a sprained shoulder in last Sunday's loss to Arizona. He was limited in practice today, and head coach Dirk Cutter says he did not throw any passes. That means backup Ryan Fitzpatrick will likely play against his former team, the Buffalo Bills, this coming Sunday. And the Astros and the Yankees in Game 5 of the American League Championship Series tonight. In the bottom of the second, no score, a man on second and 2 outs. Greg Bird lines a single into right while Starlin Castro goes on to score. The Yankees then lead 1-0, but in the bottom of the third, Aaron Judge is up with a man on first. He lines one fair down the left field into the corner. Brett Gardner rounding third, and he runs home. The Yankees lead 2-0 after 3 innings. Final score tonight, the Yankees win 5-0. That's a look at your sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers when we come back.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
ABC7 News at 7 weeknights. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, Bob, it's hump day, obviously,
Yes,
this Wednesday, but
yeah,
the weekend's looking pretty nice.
It is looking good. Late Sunday, some showers. I'm wearing pink today. For Real Men Wear Pink. I want to thank all my donors. We're up to about $1,200 now.
Wow.
We're getting closer to our goal. 24 other guys are trying to do this and raise money for awareness for breast cancer. And the walk takes place in about 9 days from now at the Benderson Park. So keep donating.
Yes, certainly a great cause as well. Well, have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.